Okay, welcome
What?
to the Iron Division 4, the podcast where all your podcast needs are done from the home of League of Legends Amino. Today we have our guests. Well, you have myself, but you have my guests as well. Let's introduce our guests. Come on,
Wait, why are we guests? I thought we were part of the team.
because you are guests to me. Now get the fuck out of my country.
I'm not even in your country, dude.
Anyway, my name
Bro,
is Solitary Yates. I am the League of Legends member Amino thing, and I'm the one that runs the podcast in terms of I've run it straight from my computer. Okay, and these are my two partners.
I thought I was
I'm
your
your partner
son.
now. Can you take me out on a date first, please?
I'll take you out on a date first, and then afterwards we'll do something fun.
Wait, you disown me now and I'm just a mere partner? You didn't even lock me up
Huh?
in your basement?
Yeah, basically, I release
Holy
you. I
shit.
release you from the basement, and you have equal rights now.
Yeah, that's my deal. If you saw my reply to you, I mixed, okay?
Okay. So anyway, you two introduce yourselves.
Uh,
I'm
my
Hoots.
my name is a Japanese name, and it basically stands for
You're a
what?
fucking dog. Shut the fuck up.
No, that is not the right account, okay? Come on, man. Give a man like multiple accounts.
Okay,
Okay,
so
but
that's
But
Tim.
but it's Tim. Yes, that's what I would say. You can also call me worst athlete worldwide or curve lady, whatever you want.
Call him
And
Angela. He
Uh,
loves
I
that.
can't.
I'm e-girl now. Ooh.
Ooh woo.
Okay.
Ooh woo.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So next you need to introduce yourself now.
I'm Hoots. That's all you need to know.
Okay, so let's talk about our first subject today, which is, let's see, Rek'Sai and Conqueror. So that's a juicy topic because,
Rek'Sai.
yeah,
Yeah, go
Rek'Sai.
go ahead. You
Okay.
you actually played Rek'Sai bunch, so why don't you start it off?
Okay, so I played off Rek'Sai a bunch. So I only mainly played him in Flex because, when you try to jungle in solo queue at a higher rank,
Wait. Rek'Sai is a she. Just wanna say that.
Rek'Sai is a it.
No, it's a she.
No,
It's
it's
confirmed.
actually confirmed that she, but I
I know
mean,
she's. I know it's a she, but why not just tilt the SJWs?
go
Uh,
ahead. But I mean, it's gonna be weird. But go ahead.
okay, but
Let's
anyway,
just go to the topic.
Rek'Sai. So I've been playing Rek'Sai in Flex for quite a while now. Got into Conqueror rune and such. This is regarding the fact that I don't know how to play Rek'Sai at all, and I've been spamming her a lot of games. Essentially, is I don't know how to use the tunnels well. I don't know how to set out um, jungle pathing and such because Rek'Sai has a very interesting jungle path where you speed up the process of clears through laying out your tunnels and such, so you can go from one camp to the next in a quick amount of time. Something that other junglers can't really do. And in terms of like the gang paths and stuff, she actually has a lot more options in terms of gang paths compared to other junglers as well. I think the only one that can compare to her is probably Zac, and that's about it. Other than that, though, Rek'Sai is pretty much busted and broken. Uh, I don't think, I even think with the Conqueror nerfs, Rek'Sai is still really good because she has a lot of things going for her, such as a few.
Ultimate being undodgeable.
Yeah, Ultimate being undodgeable is the biggest buff ever, but other than that, though, she has pretty much good damage from her Q and E. Especially when Fury's maxed out and she can just do true damage as well. I've actually seen some Rek'Sais go Hail of Blades, which, if I recall correctly, Hail of Blades is pretty good on Rek'Sai. I think that's probably because to max the Fury stack out as much as possible, so you can just E and chunk for damage. Um, But yeah, I actually do really like Rek'Sai a lot. She's a fun jungler. Though I've heard that basically in Korea, as far as I know, they've been pulling out Rek'Sai in scrims, and from what I've heard, and that's according to LS, Rek'Sai's not doing well in scrims at all, and she isn't being picked at much in LCK right now.
You know, Korea has a very different style of play. Like, no matter the meta,
Yeah.
they will always play longer games and like the AD carry kind of meta.
Mm-hmm.
So Rek'Sai, like, she falls off and she doesn't have engage. She's not tanky. I don't know.
She
Her W is not even AoE anymore, so that's why.
What Hood said is actually correct. The reason why Rek'Sai was out of meta for a while is because she has a very strong dual potential. Other junglers were better at dueling. Now the jungle as a whole is nerfed. Like first off, it got double nerfed. The XP got nerfed twice in like a year span. The and other junglers right now, like every single other jungler, we're talking about Evelyn, Zinzao, Trundle, etc. Go on. Every single jungler got nerfed.
Shyvana.
The ABC Fana, but every single jungler got nerfed, and so Rek'Sai actually climbed up in priority. Now, the Hill of Blades Rek'Sai was the Rek'Sai you played before Conqueror got changed, so keep that in mind. That's why Hill of Blades was actually a favorite, and to some people still is, because it gives you this short-term spike.
Mm-hmm.
But as I actually watched LEC yesterday where they played Rek'Sai, and the problem is not early game. Rek'Sai can get ahead very easily, but the problem is ending the game before 30 minutes. If Rek'Sai ends up being past 30 minutes, like they flanked two men with Rek'Sai, Urgot and Rek'Sai flanked the Rise, and they couldn't kill him. They couldn't kill the Rise. Rise just one shot the Rek'Sai. And Urgot was like, the vitality game. Yeah.
I mean,
and then it's just like Urgot is just standing there. Well, I guess I'm dead now too. So it's kind of like, what are you gonna do after 30 minutes with Rek'Sai? You can maybe get the flash knockup, and maybe one shot the target you want, but that's not gonna happen in competitive. So yeah, there you go.
You know, Rek'Sai will be good. Rek'Sai will be like pick or ban in NA, because NA is literally solo queue. NA LCS is fucking.
She actually did. She's won one in LEC.
Yeah, but in NA you can just run away with the game when you pick some stupid shit like that.
Yeah, but let's see.
I mean, let's go back to last year Worlds for a little bit. Roxa played her in Worlds actually against IG even the second game, and they won as well. It's not that you can't win on Rek'Sai, it's just that you need to know how to accelerate the gameplay as much as possible, so you can actually get strong enough or end in time where Rek'Sai is still viable. If you aren't too far ahead, like even 3-0 is not enough. You need to literally be 8-0 or something on Rek'Sai, or at least be so far ahead in gold, like 5 career gold individually on the enemy jungler, will you be super viable, right? But that isn't happening, and no late game securing. Like I can name like at least 10 junglers right now that are meta that just have better late game or at least good scaling. Like that's why Rek'Sai would never be a viable pick at the moment. But yeah.
Yeah, I do understand where you're coming from as well, and I think it's just mainly down to the jungle is nerfed, the champion pool is nerfed. The meta right now is basically champions don't do damage, and that's because of mixture of runes nerf, damage nerfs, etc. across the board.
But we still have Zoe. Hey.
Zoe's is still a fun and unique champion, so I'm happy with her being still around. That
And
really
Riven also, yay!
that really runs into the next question. So as you can see here, most people do go Conqueror. Only a couple of people go Hail of Blades. It's going to be really interesting next patch when Conqueror does go nerf. We may be seeing a mixture of either Hail of Blades or Conqueror.
May I actually touch on the Conqueror a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Conqueror now is a little bit absurd. I think it's really strong on some champions and really weak on others.
Mm-hmm.
And on duelists like Riven, Jarvan, and Rek'Sai are now the prime examples. Of champions that really can use the Conqueror. Like Jarvan can at top lane just lock someone up and out attack them, and that is really strong. And it means that because he has adaptive damage, it just keeps stacking. He just gets stronger. And you can't really outduel the Jarvan then in his cage.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you're playing something like that can just get out of it, like a Riven or not Urgot, but Aatrox, like something that can dash out of it, you can't really escape the Jarvan, and you will just die to him. And he can chase you so easily as well later on because he can just flag and drag like every 4 seconds, and you won't really get away from him either. So it's kind of like that's why it's so strong with Jarvan. And you have Riven, and Riven is just a duelist altogether. She just can combo you and then chase you, and because every ability is like on this 4-second cooldown or 6 seconds, I believe, it's gonna be impossible to actually duel her with the adaptive damage. And the Rek'Sai in jungle, early on, there's no one that can duel her. Like, she outduels Elise, she outduels, like, I believe Xin Zhao even, and Trundle too. Like, she's so strong early, but it doesn't translate well to the late game.
That really, let's move into what the PB have for nerfs, and it does seem like these Conqueror nerfs are going to go through. Adaptive Force is down lowered from 2 to 10 to 2 to 6. Remember that before it was 3 to 15 originally on release.
They hold fixed it.
You're gonna get 1 AD per level from that rune.
Yep. Yeah, I think if these goes through, Conqueror's dead, basically.
Balanced team plays the game. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But hey, Cut Down got buffed 5% to 12%.
That nobody does use that.
Nobody's gonna use that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I mean, really, Electrocute is just it's still gonna dominate the
so
main junglers.
Honestly, at some point, Dark Harvest is probably gonna. Well, Dark Harvest isn't really in an overtuned state right now. It's just basically abused by one jungler, and that's Karthus.
I mean, I touched on Karthus before, but Karthus is like a prime example of a late game juggler that has no early game. So,
and Karthus isn't picked in the LCK much at all.
He is picked in the LEC a lot right now. And I have seen Karthus in LCK, but it's less successful there for some reason. I don't know actually why, but. I guess the teams are just too good there to actually play Karthus correctly.
They just want tanks and AD carries. That's all you need.
True. I think it really depends on if Karthus doesn't get nerfed in time for MSI, and he's still viable. It's going to be really interesting to see the best LEC team. Most likely going to be G2, unless Fnatic can surprise us.
No, I think G2 is not gonna go far. They're like playing good, but because they are so much better than all other teams, like mechanically.
But it does really speak of if the best LEC team still play Karthus, it's going to be interesting to see what it goes up against the best LCK team, which we all know.
Okay, so I'm sorry to interrupt you. By the way, sorry. I'm just like really thinking, but at the moment, I do want to say MSI is going to be interesting, but if we compare all regions, the only region that stands out to me is LCK at the moment because Griffin, they look nearly flawless. Like they play so good. They have they know what to do with every single team comp. They know how to play every single champion in the game. It seems like they have so much variety, make limited mistakes or none at all. They look so fucking strong. And the best quote that I have ever heard is that someone said to me that they look like that one player's controlling five mouses. You know, it's such a unit. It's gonna be hard. I mean, at some point, Griffin is gonna fall flat on their face. Maybe with a meta shift. I don't know. But right now they look so fucking good. I mean, Jovi manages to get like 370 farm in 28 minutes. That's ridiculous. Like he's such a good mid laner. They look so fucking strong. I don't G2 Team Liquid. What Phoenix 1 or something? The Phoenix team from LPL. They're not gonna stand up against that team. There's no way. They're way too good. So yeah, there's that. They only lost one game, and that wasn't the best out of three, and they didn't lose the best out of three, so they actually never lost. So
I mean, let's look at the highlights of Griffiths just to showcase them.
They're gonna fluke before Worlds like last year.
So yeah. To be fair, KT's like the worst one of the worst team in the LCK right now.
yeah, but they are bad. They just have bad performance at the moment.
Yeah, Oopsie instead.
Okay, I can understand for anyone who's watching this, they're like, Griffin's amazing. Is that the level of LCK? This is just basically KT being really bad right now.
Yeah, but you need to watch. You need to wait for March 8th. Holy shit, that was loud. But March 8th, SKT has to face them.
Oh yeah, SKT.
Since SKT kinda okay, so what was funny, SKT was on a win streak, but then they lost against Dunwall. I will fully say it was due to some bad decision making and Teddy making a giant mistake in the second game. So they fully deserve to lose, okay? But I do think that SKT were actually playing better than Dunwall, especially early game. They just fucked up the second game so fucking hard, which makes it interesting that I think that the current SKT, now the whole team is adapted to each other, can actually make a really good show against Griffin. But it's going to depend on March 8th, because that is when they will play. And that's when Griffin will play and against them. And it will just, as I said, it will just depend on how what will go down. I think they can actually win SKT with the way how they play. But it's gonna be an impossible battle because right now what's happening a little bit with Griffin is that they started to play more like G2, where they're just gonna be like full balls to the walls gameplay, where they just make some mistakes because they kind of like go for like random kills. And not to say that they don't translate the objectives, but I'm just saying that they go a little bit farther than they need to. And last time Jovi got called out in mid lane, very hard as well. He made such a mistake that he actually gave them 1,000 gold. Now, admittedly, they were like 10k ahead or something, 10, 12k ahead. But that kind of mistake, if you're less ahead, could definitely cost you. So I'm actually curious if they keep up this playstyle where they go a little bit more ham, a little bit more forward, a little bit more risky. If they fuck up hard enough, where another team can win against them. I'm actually curious, and SKT is, I think personally, their biggest encounter because Dunwall looked good. Don't get me wrong, but SKT looked better. They just fucked up. And
Don One Gaming was one of the promising teams that came into the LCK. Reckless spoke highly of them
yeah,
during Worlds 2018. And
Dunwall looks actually really good. I'm not saying like as I said, they went their first game SKT won really hard as well, and SKT was in the driver's seat, but then fucking Teddy makes like he tries to make the hero play, gets 2 people to 10 HP, but dies in the process. He gave some 1,000 gold shutdown, and then they win, and then they gave a Baron. So like in like a 30-minute finished game became like a 40-minute brawl where they gave up 2 Barons, and they secured only one. And Teddy makes both the hero play where he 1v5s like literally against the whole team, and like from the whole game, but also fucked up early game hard enough to make the game extend where SKT actually lose in the long run. And now to say SKT also shot called really badly in that game, where they were like, okay, Elder and Baron was up. Baron was actually spawning, and in a 20-second time frame, they were like brawling a little bit like at the Elder Dragon, and SKT was like, okay, we can't give them Elder Dragon because they have all the dragons, but Donald was like, okay, do you know what? We just run over to Baron. So SKT actually tried to contest them, but Donwall had like 2 mountain dragons, and they were like, or 1 at least, and they were like, they rushed down the Baron in 9 seconds. But SKT, because they were sticking around at the Elder Dragon, they just kind of walked into their, oh, now they suddenly have Baron. So what they tried to do was then focus on trying to kill them by trying to pincher them. So suddenly Cliff dies. Okay. Oof. And then it's kind of like over because he died, the juggler died, and then they walk, so they have Baron, so they recall, and they get the Elder Dragon out too. And that's how they lost the second game. But I'm like, if the Elder Dragon was so important, why don't you just kill the Elder Dragon in that time frame? But yeah, that was kind of like why SKT lost. Because Teddy fucked up, and then later on the shot calling wasn't right.
Let's see if we can find that moment.
You could. It's I think it was against Dunwall. It's the second game.
Oh, okay. Let's see, where is that thing? When did it happen? Like towards the end of the game or something?
Teddy's mistake was like at what, 20 minutes? 15, 20 minutes, I think. I'm not exactly sure. And then the end of the game was like at Elder Dragon. That's like 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, is this the one?
35?
I understand the global taunt of the Riven.
No, that's the third. Was Riven the second game?
This is the second game.
Oh yeah, Riven was the second game. No, you need Teddy is like a 20 minutes.
Oh,
do 20 minutes or 15 or 20 minutes.
Slight gold advantage. Faker, Amino. Here.
It's Teddy like in the mid lane.
They can get some follow-up damage. It could be a big deal. The amplification not going to be all that important.
Nah, he died before
Dive
that.
at the
He's
minion
already
wave is
dead.
thankfully there.
Is this the one?
Thinks that this is his moment, but is it? As Hemoplague is down.
No,
Once
wait.
comes out, double explosion. As Showmaker
No, that's
comes
way
in,
later.
Gets the fear beyond death. As Faker's Hemoplague ain't gonna work when none of his team is alive.
And this could allow
Wait, I will look up.
Get the Baron Riven.
This is a highlight, by the way, so I'm just going by what.
His punch is gonna move you towards the Ezreal.
Oh, I can't find it in the. I'm on my phone. I will find the minute. Hold on. LOL Esports.
Still with a big advantage.
You can just put it on pause, by the way, because everybody can hear it now. I will look it up for you. Hold on. It's gonna take a second. The exact second.
Regardless,
No, just.
why do people still pick Urgot? Jesus Christ. Is it 9.3? Is this like... Is this...
Because they're used to him. He's really...
I fucking no clue. Why does the LoL Why does the little esports site not work normally in the fucking on the fucking? I want to see thoughts. Thank you. Okay, there you go. And then, no, I don't want the home screen. I want to go to LCK. Oh shit! Excuse me.
Bless you. Hey man.
SKT versus Gen G. No, that was not it. SKT versus Donwall. There it is. Game 2. And then, yeah, sure, go into the VOD. It was a 53-minute VOD. Okay, 50 minutes. Let's see. No, it's later. I can find the exact minute. This is already too late. Oh no, this is still with the Rift Herald. That's too late. Too early. 60 minutes? No, that's too 32. So it's 20 minutes then. Yeah, because Baron was up. I'm talking like shit. Yeah, it's a 21. It's a 21 minutes somehow. There.
That's the mid lane thing.
Yeah, it's 21 minutes.
Okay.
That's where Tony made the mistake.
This like.
Oh. That one.
But he's still in position. Justice Punch is going to move you towards the Ezreal.
Why is it lagging so much?
I want to know what happens. This is for Science Faker. Come on, it's Showmaker. He's in trouble. Has to pull. As True Shot Barrage comes in, Nuclear.
Yeah, that was the one.
Wave is thankfully there. Canyon thinks that this is his moment, but is it? As Hemoplague is down.
Yeah, I already shown that part. That was the one anyway.
Yeah, so sorry, I can't really like determine what part of this from just hearing the cast talk about it.
Okay, so so that's pretty much SKT's mistake. Griffin's gonna win. Griffin's gonna win LCK anyway, unless SKT shows up.
It depends on March 8th, as I said. I'm really curious how they're going to match against the SKT. I'm pretty sure they can 100% win.
I just realised something there.
What did you realise?
They're not called SKT anymore. They're called just T1.
Oh yeah, the telecom company.
Yep.
Yeah, they kind of, I don't know what happened, but something financially happened. So they're now just called Telecom 1.
Yep. T1. Fucking Tyler 1 has his own team now.
So, financial problems cause you to lose 2 letters. Okay.
Well,
no, it doesn't.
SNK. Pay the bill.
Yeah, SK is like a partial thing, right? So they, like T1, the telecom is like the telecom company. It's like part of a sub-company, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fun. So, yeah, let's talk about Kale and Morgana, because they're going to be released next week live.
Morgana has got a visual update, that's it.
Well, Morgana gets moving speed on her ult, so...
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
I just want to say, I whenever I play support, I only play Soraka. But because of the Morgana changes, I actually want to main Morgana. Like as a support pick then. Not like I'm not gonna play Morgana jungle on one trick, but because she looks really cool right now, and I find her lore so much more attaching than what she had. So it makes her a cool character.
Yeah, but Morgana's the change on her ulti, it would be only impactful like in early game. Because late game, the most you're gonna do with your ulti is flash R Zanya's, or just peel for your AD carry.
Yeah, but the Black Shield is still a really powerful thing.
Yeah, but like
Shield.
you're not going to go movement. You don't need movement speed on your ulti.
But let's look at an example of a kill late game. So
Kale,
is
if get to late game is gonna be a beast. But like imagine she's not ever going to survive against anything.
But guys, in your bronze and silver games, just pick Kale because then you can just do that.
But I mean, Kill looks very interesting, but game-wise, lore-wise, it's a fucking bitch. But we're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
But what I find really, I mean, the early game looks fucking abysmal, and the tech
Yeah.
team or whatever the balance team said that in PvE games, kills lane survivability is
Yep.
fucking terrible. But they also said that the matchmaking in PvE is fucking abysmal, so that they can't really go on stats in the PvE, which makes the PvE rather useless. But we're not going to talk about that. And that means that they are going to check out how she does early game life and whether she does it really poorly or really good. It's just going to depend on what high elo players do. So essentially, if she's fucking bad, they will buff her, and if she's fucking good, she will probably get nerfed. That's just how it's going to be.
Pretty much
I
how it's
think
going to be in a
she
nutshell.
has no way of surviving. That's what I'm gonna say. And you need to get to at least like, I don't know, the level 11
Yeah, right up to level 11, it's going to be a
to
rough
be
journey for you.
something. And then like level 16, that's already game over.
Yeah, if you're Kale, then you're okay. You're decently survived, and you get to level 16. You have to be a total retard to lose the game.
I mean, if she is really like that overpowered like late game, and it will become a problem, then she'll get nerfed anyways. So I don't think that this version of Gil, I would just say ban it in rank and don't play against it. Don't give people time to practice her. Because she will just get nerfed and banned and whatever. She's just gonna be such an unstable pick that nobody wants to play her and nobody wants to play against her. That's my opinion.
And that leads us to one more thing in a way. Let's see. We'll quickly glance over the PvE changes for now and see what's happening. And see whether it's good or not. So we'll skip over the Kale and Morgana stuff. Because we already know that in a nutshell. It's going to be interesting to see what goes live and what doesn't go live. I mean, I could have just clicked balance changes, but hey ho.
Remove Conqueror.
So Akali, so basically it's movement speed gained away from enemies outside outer ring towards outer ring extended to be half the duration of the ring itself, 2 seconds. MS movement speed towards enemies after crossing the ring extended to be half the duration of the passive buff itself, 2 seconds. W, Akali is now revealed by towers if she's within the attack range of the tower rather than the turret's sights range. Akali now needs to exit and re-enter the shroud once to extend the shroud's duration by 3 seconds, rather than up to 6 times.
I mean, she's gonna be somewhat viable again, I guess, but only for the practice sense.
And also E got damaged. The E1 damage got buffed, but the E2 damage got nerfed. So the reactivation and perfect execution got a cooldown reduction.
Boy.
So 100 seconds at rank 1, 85 rank 2, 70 at rank 3. Cho'Gath's getting buffs. He's still not. He's still not going to be viable in higher.
Yeah, he's still.
We need more Cho'Gaths in. Oh, sorry.
No, but like the problem with Cho'Gath is you do nothing. You just stand there and you just take hits, and you don't do it. You can't get close to anyone.
And Mundo got buffs again.
Oh shit! We need more Mundos in the LCK.
Gangplank got buffed.
Yay!
Okay.
You know.
Okay, Keenan's gonna be happy because if Gangplank gets buffed, that means he can finally 1v5 because his team was so fucking bad at Worlds.
Yep. And also Crickplank got buffed again, so that's not too bad.
Fuck gameplay. You just go around, press Q, win your lane. Like, good job, buddy.
But guys, this is the most important chain. Free AD buff. Free AD for Graves. Did you know that Graves got a nerf of 3 AD? So great. So let's see, Graves, lol.
Wait, does he use like the pellets? Like you know how when he auto attacks, the more thingies hit. So like I don't know how many things he fires. So
Yeah,
does
but
count?
guys, guess what happened? 8.20 base attack damage reduced from 63, reduced to 63 from 66, and look,
Make it 8.11.
we're giving it back.
Yeah, I know. I remember the Graves nerf.
And now we're giving it back to him.
I mean, I guess.
Of course, because Graves is fucking shit.
Okay, Jin, Q damage got increased. So the AD ratio. Nico, Tangle Barb, last champion. Oh, they removed that last champion hit condition. Bug fix no longer disarm enemies. Oh, I didn't know it disarms enemies. That was
what disarms enemies? What?
Nico's E, Tangle Barbs.
It was a bug.
Oh, okay. I was about to say I never knew about that, but I guess it was a bug, so it makes sense.
So they removed the last champion hit condition, and basically is depending on the first unit hit, all of the unit hit would go as high as 3 seconds. So hit to empower missile lowered from 2 to 1. That's actually a big buff to Nico Z. She's still a shit champion, but yeah.
Yeah, well, Nico's ult, like, and whenever I play Lee Sin, I ult her when she ults, and it makes her completely useless.
Yeah.
Nico is just bucks, but you have to go melee.
Yeah, Nunu's got nerfed, of course, so 20 less base HP, and Consume has weaker healing. It's a big fucking heal at rank 5, because from 255 to 215, the one that really matters is rank 3.
I mean, you max that first, right?
Yep, so it's a big nerf anyways. But also you got to look at the rank 3 usually. That's the one, because that's when people
have level 5.
Yep. Well, because when people get their ults, they tend to go for team fights, so rank 3 really matters a lot. And yeah, that's 20 less healing, which does matter a lot. So yeah. However, Grand Entrance, glad Rakan got buffed, because yeah, to 1,500, so that's good.
His speed doesn't change now. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. With
what
no
was
boot.
before?
Huh?
What was the before the speed changes? Was it like
1,400 and then 445 and 480? 445 and 480 is basically with boots.
No.
Boots.
Before that, before they nerfed it.
It was 1,000. I think it was 1,800. Let me check Rakan changes.
1,800 for the movement speed buff on his ult.
Yeah, let me check. I'm checking history. So Rakan used to have 2,050 plus 30 movement speed.
Jesus.
And now it's just basically 1,400 plus 0, 45, 80 based on type of boots. They removed the type of boots now, so it's just a flat 1,500. But he doesn't get the 30% movement speed. So pretty much in other words is the dash speed of Grand Entrance is unaffected by the amount of movement speed you get.
Yeah, they didn't really do anything then.
No, basically they removed the boot condition, which was a load of shit, but I do think he needs about 1,700 IMO for it to be for him to be somewhat stable. 1,500 I don't think is enough, honestly, but that's just my opinion. Skarner,
Rakan is just Rakan is just one of those champions where he's too good in certain scenarios and too bad in others, and that's really hard to balance. So yeah, it's hard to say what would be the right call.
Skarner's getting changes. So basically, Spires actually reveal people on the map. So it no longer appears on the mini map in question.
They didn't reveal the people, but like when somebody's standing on it, like if it was blue and somebody's standing on it and captures it, it will become red, but they wouldn't reveal who captured it.
Yeah, no, but it pretty much is. You always knew it's going to be the jungler mostly. In which case, it just automatically reveals the location. So now, Red Side Spire moved. Now it's now in close in range of Krugs and Raptors, which is good because Krugs and Raptors basically Skarner does need the Spires to basically get these two because they're pretty much the hardest camps to get.
How is it in Krugs and Raptors?
Fair point. I need to actually look at the location of that to make a decision.
That's like the whole red side jungle then.
Yeah, but if it's placed in a way where Skarner can do Raptors red Krugs without
maybe it's like
leaving
with Gromp, like it's on the edge of the where it's on the edge.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like that for the Krugs, like on the wall, so you have to stand in one place.
So they were about to rework Teemo, so it was only experimentation, but pretty much is poison move to passive, passive move to eat poison, that kind of thing.
Well, they also have to. They also added the invisibility on.
Yeah, they brought back the invisibility.
Yeah.
They were about to make it camouflage, but apparently they took PCA Wizard's idea, who was pretty much a high diamond Teemo main in NA.
Yeah, I know him.
So yeah, pretty much is I might discuss about this Teemo change at some point.
I think it would be good.
It would make him more competitively viable in higher elos, and not only that,
but he would also become a jungler. Like in top lane, that when you use that thing, you lower your movement speed.
Yeah.
Like it won't change the way Teemo gets played.
Yeah.
Like,
Why would
I don't think Teemo would be viable in the jungle even with the invisibility because
he's actually super strong in jungle because you can just fucking camp a lane and they can never know where the fuck you're at.
Yeah, well, that's every invisibility champion ever in League, and I don't like the reason why I'm saying I don't think he's good in the jungle is because he has no clear split. Like, what is he gonna do? Like, how is he gonna match up against every single other jungler that has a better clear split?
Not only that, but it requires a 1 second delay, and Teemo becomes invisible. But if he's not in a bush, his movement speed is reduced by 25%.
Yeah.
In other words, it's not as good as something like a Twitch ganking, basically.
It could be good like with Thresh or something. Like when you have wards in lane, obviously, and he can just come into a bush and just sit there. Like you can't know. So if Thresh engages, he just lanterns you in, and you're like, "What's up? I was here the whole time." And then you did the next 30 minutes in bot lane just camping the same bush because they can't place a ward.
Okay. What I really want to discuss about is Trinder change is nice, I guess. He got kind of like hit by the Conqueror change. He's not as good as
it doesn't have a rune now, but this change, I don't think it's gonna do anything.
No, Trinder meter still has problems. However, I really want to focus on his Divide changes because basically his shield's cooldown is reduced by 3 seconds whenever you poke denting blows, so which means that attack speed is valuable in her. And also cool is 12 and max 15% max health. So they nerfed her burst, but what I'm more interested in is her Q. It no longer deals reduced damage to minions and monsters. I actually think because of this, it might make top lane Vi viable.
Yeah, they really want to make her like top lane.
Like Vi was originally a top laner, when she was first released. That's what Riot intended her to be, the top laner for.
Yeah, she was supposed to be a brawler, but she instantly became a jungler. Like, I mean, Silas was supposed to be a jungler, didn't work out. Nico was supposed to be a jungler, didn't work out. So
Actually, no. Riot didn't intend Nico to be a jungler. She was a mid laner. They said that from.
No. She intended to be a mid laner. That was it. But they played her jungle anyways. So that was it. Sorry, I turned it around.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, do you think these changes?
Carthage wasn't intent to be a jungler, but here we are.
Yeah. So, but because of these changes to her Q and such, do you feel like she could be a good top laner?
Yes.
No. Fire is suffering from the same issues as Rek'Sai. It's also way too hard because she built damage.
True.
You don't really become picky, and you need to all in. That's like the main problem of Fire. But it's so easy to kite her around.
But the thing is though is that she's made more. They reduce her burst but increase her tankiness, 15% max health.
Yeah, like you're gonna build like Triforce, Therax. You're gonna go down that route. Maybe even go for Spear of Sojin.
I mean, that's already her build. Not gonna lie, but
I don't know, I just see Super Metroid go full lethality.
And also, but and E had some changes. 100% total AD, but AP ratio increase. AoE can now crit, so if you want to go that Infinity Edge Shiv combo, you can now do so and have dank crit AoEs.
oh shit, dude, that's gonna turn the team fight. I mean, if you're very far ahead of fight, it can work, but I don't see it working against like similar level players as you, because she can't hard stop the lane. I feel like let's just say hypothetically, okay, you know what I mean. Let's just say that she is a top laner now, and we go that route. Okay, her first item spike is a Trinity Force, which is hella expensive. Okay, Jax and Yorick.
Yep.
And Irelia are the order 3 Trinity Force users, okay?
Yeah.
The difference is here, Jax has an insane late game, Irelia has an insane late game in teamfight, and Yorick has an insane split push. Why would you pick Vi over them? And then it becomes another question against other top laners, such as our well-beloved Cyan. She will never kill him. How is she going to get a lead? Is she gonna out-tank the Cyan? No, I don't think so, because Cyan has infinite health scaling. Or let's compare it to something that doesn't have a Trinity Force, but is like a brawler, Riven. Well, she's not gonna outduel Riven. She cannot one-shot the Riven. Riven is way too mobile.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no real like potential of any other top laner that she can actually actively kill or outperform.
Mm-hmm.
So it won't be as viable to have her in your team as a top laner.
Okay, here's another thing. Yorick got nerfed. Don't think it's gonna change much, honestly. Honestly, I think the major problem with Yorick.
What got nerfed?
Huh?
What got nerfed?
Maiden damage lowered from 102040 to 01040, so apparently Maiden doesn't.
Honestly, Maiden gives so much fucking damage to him and healing to his Q.
Not only that though, but the thing is that with Maiden is a lot of the problems come from the fact that Maiden is extremely tanky. So
yeah, and like okay, Yorick comes to your tower and puts his Maiden just outside of the turret range, so she sucks you off while you're trying to farm, and she honestly does a lot of damage. So you have to like back out, de-aggro her. She'll take like a turret shot or two. Yorick will back out, then you come to farm, and then she's gonna suck you off again. Like,
yeah.
and then you have to dodge his E. Like if you take that E, you're gonna take a lot of damage. Plus, because Maiden will constantly spawn the ghouls.
Mhm.
Let's not talk about. He's not even hitting you with that empowered Q. So yeah.
Yeah. And then Relic Shield got some interesting changes, value based on missing health apparently. So 5 to 30, 10 to 60, and 15 to 90.
Interesting. It makes Relic Shield a bit more viable, I guess, because Relic Shield fell out of favor.
Yeah, and then Storm Razor as well got buffed. No one's going to pick that item. It's mainly because...
What got buffed on Storm Razor? That's kind of what I'm curious
Plus
about.
5 AD, plus 5 attack speed.
I think workshop builds will probably be benefited from this.
The only AD carry that really may like the Storm Razor is Jin, but he would rush it as a 4th item.
No, I would say Draven too. I would say that why Draven is because there's a build right now with Draven where you go crit range with rapid fire, but you also build in Duskblade, and then you build in and then if you build in the Storm Razor, you'll have that insane burst, like if you hit a crit. But I mean, I can see that happening with the 580, but
it's a guaranteed.
That is questionable.
Yeah.
It's questionable.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Storm Razor isn't a bad item, but the fact that it synergizes with energize items like the crit items means that you need those items first to make Storm Razor viable. And by the time you want to build Storm Razor, you either need Lifesteal or Arm Pen or a Guardian Angel. In which case, Storm Razor doesn't really fit into anything. It's basically when you snowball so much out of control, Storm Razor does sound nice to have, but it's a luxury item. It's very much, if you got nothing else to buy, you buy Storm Razor. You just basically a win harder type of game, and even then, if you're winning that hard, the game's already going to end.
Yeah, like it's mostly like you build Infinity Edge, 2 Zeal items, and then you go defensive. Because otherwise you're just gonna die. You're not do anything.
Maybe Yasuo can benefit from the Storm Razor change.
Yeah, like it's Yasuo, maybe Tryndamere.
Yeah.
Like, but even Yasuo,
the reason why I say
would rather have a Monster or something like that than a Storm Razor.
Yeah, but Yasuo only needs 2 crit items, which is IE and then Static Shift. So he has like the extra slope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I tried building Storm Razor on my AD cannon, but I'd rather much have some defensive item.
Stop making AD cannon work.
No, look, come on, it's fun. But now I even have Conqueror that does 0 damage, but no, let's not talk about it.
Well, if you pick Conqueror on cannon, you need to be in combat for 2 seconds.
Yeah, but like if you're fighting with cannon, you're either poking with like no other. Even if you have PTA, you will rarely get 3 auto attacks because everyone just pushes out. And if you all in, Conqueror is just better, I guess. If you all in, you're really just gonna fight tanks.
Yeah.
Other people, are you just gonna die in a second, or they're gonna die in a second? Okay.
I think we're done for now then. In that case, we discussed everything we needed to.
Do you guys want to discuss LEC and LCS?
Discuss what?
LEC and LCS.
Oh, this video's getting a bit too long, so we'll leave that for another subject.
Fnatic Miracle Run. Can they do it?
Okay, let's end on whether Fnatic Miracle Run can they do it. I still think G2 is going to be the winners. But
I don't think G2 is going to be the winners, and the reason I say that is because I think I said this before. G2 is not improving, and every other team is.
Yeah, G2 is just way better mechanically than everyone.
Fair point.
I think they are macro-wise also way better, but the problem is their macro doesn't really shine because their games aren't that long. And the problem also comes off is that Caps make some really questionable mistakes. Let's be honest. Sometimes, like double using the W and ult on LeBlanc to clear the wave. The game that was supposed to be a lose from that way.
Looking at that though is, unless of course, well, Fnatic's in contention for playoffs. The game that the matches that they would need to win is G2. Let's see their full schedule.
Yeah, they were 2-7, by the way.
Yeah. I'm just gonna see who else. So Fnatic once against Misfit. Misfit basically just died like a fire. Fnatic will definitely win against XL. Fnatic versus G2. That's on Friday the 15th of March.
I think they have a chance.
They have a chance, I guess, but it does really depends on. Let's see if G2 actually won today. All right, have they played against Vitality already?
Yeah, it's over.
And who won?
They didn't play against Vitality today. They played against No, it's not. No, it was Vitality, Origin, and G2. I think.
Oh fuck! Why am I looking at 9th of March? Never mind. Sorry. Yeah, Fnatic won against Rogue.
Oh wait, G2 lost against SK.
Oh yeah, of course they did. Oof. Yeah, but SK is improving though. Fnatic won against Rogue.
Yeah, but SK lost yesterday against what team was it again?
They lost
against XL. They lost against XL yesterday. So to say that G2 is gonna win it all is kind of hard to say when XL, a bottom tier team, wins against SK, but G2 loses against SK. That makes no fucking sense.
I think what's happening though is that people think G2 lost intentionally, just to keep Fnatic out of these standings apparently. So it's hyperbolic, I would say, but hey-ho. Okay, so
do you really think Caps, Perks, and everybody else on G2 will lose purposely just to keep SK out or keep Fnatic out of contention?
Honestly, yes. They're all about the memes.
Yeah, but anyway, so G2 definitely will win against Splice. I think Splice plays too much for the late game.
Yeah.
And Fnatic will win against Misfit. Fnatic will win against Misfits for definite. This is going to be really interesting, which is G2 versus Team Vitality. I think Team Vitality has a chance. But
I don't know if Jizuke comes back, but the replacement, I don't know his name, this something.
Oh, baby Jizuke.
He looks really good. Like on the Zoe, even though they lost, it looked decent.
And then Fnatic.
I mean, the new it's up for Vitality. I mean, Jizuke, I believe he had medical issues, right?
He can't or something.
And for G2.
Okay, but the new sub looks really good. I mean, I was pretty impressed with his Rise. Yakuza plays Rise too. Like the only champion that the new guy doesn't play, I don't know his champion pool entirely, but I believe he doesn't play Echo. But Echo is like a 50-50 pick anyways for Yakuza. So
yeah. Let's see. G2 versus Team Vitality. I think Team Vitality have a shot, but G2 might still win this. This is going to be interesting. Friday the 15th of March, Fnatic versus G2 Esports. So who's going to win?
Yeah.
Who's going to win between?
I mean, okay. Here's the thing. If G2 lost against SK, I don't believe I mean, it can be, but I don't believe that they actually lost on purpose. That would be a little bit weird. And personally, I believe if you lose on purpose and it gets proven, then you're in big shit. So I don't think a corporation like G2 is gonna be like,
Yeah.
we're gonna risk that just for the memes. So it's hard to prove though, but I'm just saying like it is a risk you're taking then.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so there's that.
I think
if Fnatic win the 2 games in between, Fnatic will win against G2. That's what I believe. Unless Reckless is gonna play a fucking bitch and picks fucking Jinx and doesn't play early game, then G2 is gonna win because Reckless on laking carries up the moment is a fucking meme.
And also, we all know Fnatic's going to win against Splice, and G2's going to win against Misfits. So overall, it's going to look like a Fnatic G2 final.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So yeah.
Maybe Team Vitality though. Team Vitality can certainly win from Fnatic right now. They can also certainly win from against G2 right now. Team Vitality is like a weird team. It depends on how they look on the day. But they have
Vitality is basically a coin toss. Literally every game they are fucking coin toss, even in Worlds.
I mean, there's also TSM as well, but I don't give it. I mean, there's NA as well, LCS, but I don't really give a shit about them.
TSM is basically Sven and Bjergsen and 3 other idiots that ain't late game.
Yeah.
Wait, Bjergsen is hella good. Only he's like a mix of both underrated and overrated. Like
like
people that hate Bjergsen are like, he's the fucking shittiest player ever. Why is he claimed to be so good? That people that fucking love him are like, he's the best mid laner in their name. Holy shit, dude. But
I think Bjergsen is like pretty good, but like they make some dumb plays. Like they're like, we're gonna set up Baron, then they set up Baron and go die at a top inhib for some reason. Get aced.
Well, that's NA in a nutshell, and also who needs garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, Team Liquid is the only team that is like not NA. They don't play like an NA team. They just play like a normal.
Look, the moment Reignover got apart from Huni, that moment Huni became washed up.
Yeah. I also want to say something.
Reno's not even playing competitively though anymore.
Yeah, Rek'Sai and LEC got out of meta. So you don't want that guy on your roster.
Yeah. I mean, Rek'Sai is kind of coming back, so maybe.
All of these too, but like
but this isn't like tanks in the Hulk Rek'Sai. This is pretty much carry warrior Rek'Sai.
Yeah,
true. Anyway, what I do want to say is that Team Liquid is also meme. They have all these great fucking players. Jensen, Jensen looks better every year. I always said that Bjergsen was better than Jensen, but I actually think this is the year where Jensen actually looks better than Bjergsen. Now, also last year because they didn't. I mean, in Worlds, Jensen looked really good. But let's just say that Double Lift and Worlds just don't, or International just don't go together. Like it's not a thing. It just doesn't work.
I always like thought like Bjergsen and Jensen, they were like, same, but one always is like a tiny little bit better than the other, and it was always like Bjergsen.
Yeah.
Like they were both like super fantastic, and then Bjergsen just a bit better. So I always loved watching that.
I suppose so, but Jensen was an emotional player. He controls us a bit more, so he used to be like, whenever he was emotional, he would be like a fucking Inter, basically.
So yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's summarize this whole in a nutshell. So, what's your predictions for LEC then? Fnatic will win or G2?
Fnatic.
I think Fnatic will win, but it really depends on their last couple of games.
I'm still thinking G2 will win, but we'll see how it goes anyway. Other than that, though, I think we're done for now. So, anyway, so we'll be back in a fortnight with more Iron Division 4. And if you're interested in basically chatting with us guys or chatting with anyone, please join the League of Legends Amino app.
Oh wait, I can't join the next podcast then.
Why?
Well, basically, my mom doesn't have enough money to pay for the bill for the internet, so yeah, I'm not gonna have internet.
Fine, Tim. We'll get a Hoots replacement.
Wow, I'm replaceable now. Okay,
Yep.
you're a bad father. You should have gave me the money to pay the bill instead.
How much does your bill cost anyway?
I don't know, like €20 less.
€20. So, what happens if I just donate you €20?
I mean, you already spent too much money on me.
Yeah, so just give €20 to your mum and just say, "Where did you get that money from?" My dad got me it.
Yeah, my dad sent me.
Oh shit.
Okay, other than that though, we'll see you a lot in a fortnight. And join the League of Legends Amino, which you can find on the Android store and Apple iTunes store. And also you can
Apple Store.
And you can also access the League of Legends Amino on the website as well, but you do need to, I believe, register for it through your phone first. Other than that though, thank you very much, take care, have a wonderful night.